Brian with Vermillion Enterprises. We are located at 5324 Spring Hill Drive in Spring Hill, Florida. Today is June 21st, 2022, and we got gold sitting at 1,835, give or take, and silver sitting somewhere around $21 and what I see, 75 cents, Tim? Is that what I saw?
72.
72 cents, so up and down. We did a video yesterday with our premiums for pretty much the gamut of things we're selling here in the shop, and those premiums are still good through today. But two things came in. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for the Buffalo rounds to come in. We got a couple boxes in. One box is now open. So we are selling tubes of Buffalo rounds, guys, if you're interested in them. I know some people like the Buffalo rounds over other designs. So they are available here in the shop. We're selling them at the spot price plus $3.25 per ounce. And just remember, guys, if you buy less than $500 worth, there is 6.5% sales tax that will be added onto that ticket. Just keep that in mind. We also got the 5-ounce 9 fine mint bars back in the shop. They came in yesterday with the Buffalo rounds. So both are live in the shop and are ready to ship. When we are selling those also at the spot price plus $3.25. And sales tax holds on the bars too. And if you have any you want to sell, we are buying them at the spot price plus $2 per ounce right now. So just to give you a little update on that. And what else, Tim? What else do we want to talk about here? One thing, I was asked a question last week by a customer here in the shop who also tunes into our YouTube channel. Maybe he's watching this. He asked a hypothetical question. You know, if you have let's say you have $100,000 cash that you want to do something with, you don't trust leaving it in the banks anymore. He's basically asking, like, what do I do with it? And that's a tough question for a guy like me to answer, right? Because we're trying to sell gold and silver and buy gold and silver. So of course we have our own agenda here too, obviously, right? And everyone's different, and I would never want to say something to somebody that could backfire on them, and all of a sudden they lose a significant portion of their asset. So I don't really like to give out financial advice for that reason. But here's what I will say. If I had $100,000 that I wanted to invest in something that would keep the money out of the physical bank store, that I trusted that it was in my hands, it was physically mine, can't be taken away by the government or tracked by the government or seized by the bank or what have you. There's really two options in my mind that you have. One is gold. I love gold. If I had $100 grand, I would buy, if I was buying precious metals, I would buy, basically 3 tubes of gold, 20 ounces each. That pretty much eats up 100 grand pretty quick there. And also, what is it? It's small, it's compact, it's easily stored, easily hidden, if you will. Versus silver, if you have $100,000 worth of silver, that's going to be 4,000 ounces of silver, give or take. It's going to be somewhere around 8 boxes. A box of silver rounds weighs 35, 36 pounds. So you're talking 260, 270 pounds worth of material there. A lot harder to conceal and hide and keep where if you need to move. It's a lot harder to move that than it is just to put 3 tubes of gold in your duffel and go, right?
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. That's the one way. The other thing I would do is invest it back into myself in the sense, okay, how can I take this $100,000 and put that back into me and make it to where I'm actually earning money with that $100,000? That could be equipment, right, to do a job, right? It could be land that you need to expand with. It could be as simple as buying a new work vehicle, or whatever whatever material you need to expand your ability to make more money. That's the other side. The best investment you can ever make in life is in yourself, not gold, silver, sports cards. None of that compares to investing in your actual self. So those are the two ways that I could see spending up $100,000 real quick, and to where it's a good investment that the bank can't take, government's not tracking you necessarily, and you physically have it, right? And the good thing about investing in yourself too, a lot of that's a write-off, right? You take that right off your taxes. So that's the other side of it. If it's business related, you can write that right off your income taxes. So that's another good way to look at investment. That's how I approach those types of scenarios, and I've made those types of decisions before. Not unlike that, but investment just doesn't have to be, hey, I'm buying something to hold on to and wait. I want to wait a specific amount of time, and that thing that I bought is going to be worth more. It doesn't always have to be that way, if that makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Let us know in the comment section. If also put yourself in that guy's shoes and think like, what would I do? And what would make sense for me? And if you come up with anything that's innovative or cool, drop it in the comment section. I'd be happy to take a look at that and see what I think of that too. But I thought that was a good question. But for me, like to say, just to tell somebody, hey, you need to buy this, I really can't. I can't do that. I mean, I don't think anybody really can, right? So, yeah. Because at the end of the day, we could buy $100,000 worth of gold, and all of a sudden we wake up tomorrow, gold. We go to bed and gold's $1,835. We wake up tomorrow and gold's $1,000, or we wake up tomorrow and gold's not legally tradable in the United States. Well, then your $100,000 just took a haircut, and I don't want to. I nor anybody really wants to be in the position of being responsible for that in any kind of way. So that's just my thoughts on that. It was a good question asked yesterday, and so we were. I thought, let's talk about this a little bit on the YouTube video. So Tim and I, on a different subject, we're just talking about virtual assets. Is that a way to put it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
NFTs. Non-fungible tokens.
Non-fungible tokens. I understand the concept of it. I don't know, why do they use the word token?
Why not?
Okay. All right. So
got to name it something.
Right.
It's at the end of the day, it's digital. Essentially, it's nothing. It's never really a coin, round, or a token. So they just.
So we were just looking at the. Well, first of all, we were talking about this is like, why are people even spending $1, one dime on an NFT, right? Because you can't hold it in your hand. These are, Tim knows more about this than I do. These transactions are recorded on some kind of blockchain.
Correct.
All right. So there's a permanent digital record of these exchanges of these NFTs. And so what happens if that blockchain is turned off, deleted, disrupted, hacked?
Essentially, you lose things, but I would imagine the quote-unquote good projects have backups of things. But yeah, if it gets hacked, it gets hacked.
It gets hacked, right? And we've seen crypto platforms been hacked.
Yeah.
And so people have lost tons and tons of real money in those exchanges because of that. So I guess the question that I'm posing to the YouTube Nation here is, why would anybody, like literally anyone, ever want to spend $1 on something that they don't physically own, like they physically possess?
Or why are they spending over $100,000?
Yes.
On something
So we were just looking at a Mickey Mantle 1952 Topps NFT just sold for, what'd you say, Tim?
$471,000.
So someone spent 470 grand on a digital copy of a 1952 Topps Mantle rookie card. You can literally buy these cards, physically buy them in a PSA 7 grade holder for, what is it, 80 grand is what we just looked up. Seven, hold on a second, get the right number here. No. A 7 just sold for 198,000. So you can buy a legitimate, real issue card, authenticated and graded by PSA as a 7, which is near mint, for 198 grand, and someone paid 400 and some $1,000 for a virtual copy of that. I can't understand that. Like, there's no part of my brain that understands and can wrap my mind around that. So please, someone explain to me why someone would do that. I get, something's like $5, $10, $20, whatever. It's fun, it's novel. That's no big deal. That's a trip to to your favorite restaurant, right? So it's but if it's 400 and some thousand, I mean, we're talking, you're able to buy property, like lots of property for that.
Instead,
you buy
maybe got a thumb drive.
Yeah,
maybe.
Like, what's the point of that? I don't get it. We were just looking up ridiculous NFTs that people have paid money for. People have actually paid money for the NFT of people's tweets that they put on Twitter. Someone made an NFT out of Jack Dorsey's first tweet that he put out on Twitter, and it sold for $2.5 million. $2.5 million. Boy, that's a lot of gold you could buy.
It kind of makes... Why isn't the gold and silver industry doing something like this? Like a very limited run of a coin. There's only 5 of them printed.
Well, I think that there are certain... I do believe that there are NFTs being made out of type coins, at least. I don't know about bullion, but type coins, for sure, I've seen that. But I don't understand... I just don't understand why people are paying legitimate money for this. Logan Paul Pokemon cards converted into NFTs. I don't get it. Please, someone explain this to us. We're kind of dumbfounded here that people are paying legitimate money for things that they can't physically own. Is that the future, Tim? Is that the direction we're going?
In the future, you will own nothing and you will like it.
Yeah, I guess that's it, right? I'll stick with my gold and my cash and my guns, and I guess the younger generation can have their NFTs of Logan Paul doing some kind of power punch on a Pokemon card. We'll just see where the chips fall. But as always, guys, we love the interaction with you. We've been doing crazy business. I thought we were going to be dead yesterday with the holiday. It was bonkers crazy, both in and out. What we're knowing here and what we're seeing now in the industry is bullion transfers are kind of stagnating now. And that's why we're seeing premium prices going down. Demand just has kind of fallen off the table with silver and gold bullion. Still there at some level, but not like it was over the last 2 years, that's for sure. It has definitely waned. And we are seeing the effects of that, of silver and gold premiums trickling down, specifically more in the case of silver. So we're definitely out of the woods of there ever being a silver shortage for the general public, and that's never going to, that obviously never materialized like some people thought. So we're through those woods. As much silver as you could ever want is available, and premiums are coming down, guys, so that's good. What are we knowing or seeing here in the shop? We're getting a tremendous amount of people now coming back in the shop to sell their personal effects like gold and silver jewelry. Some bullion sellers now, more so than there was recently. A lot of people trying to sell their collectibles. Unfortunately, the general public is now fully, not fully, but is starting to really feel the effects of the upcoming recession. Supposedly July is going to be a really bad month for the general public here financially in the United States. And people are already feeling the effect of increased prices in gasoline, increased prices in food, and just utilities are going up. I'm seeing people post on local Facebook groups their electric bills, $300, $400, $500 for the month. They're getting killed on their power bills. Taxes are going up. Insurance rates are going up. So we're walking into a very precarious time, unfortunately, financially for middle America. And so we are seeing a huge uptick in people coming in and selling their goods to pay for those bills. So that's that's unfortunate, is the reality of it. But that's not going to slow down anytime soon. There's probably a couple of years of pain ahead of us with that regard. So anything else you want to add here, Tim?
Not that I can think of.
The premiums on yesterday's video that we put out for June 20th are still good through today. We'll see what happens overnight, if that changes anything. And if you guys have anything you want to buy or sell, please reach out to us. We're more than happy to help. And we are shipping across the country. We accept payment via 3 ways, guys. 1 is cash, 2 is Zelle, 3 is through wire transfer. We do not accept credit cards. We do not accept any kind of cryptocurrency, no NFTs. And what else? No like PayPal or Venmo or any of those kind of apps. We went through a little nasty bit of fraud on our end last week, where someone made a copy of a check of ours and then tried to deposit it basically through our account, trying to get free money. Fortunately, our bank caught it immediately and we didn't lose any money. But, and we're going down the rabbit hole of securing our finances even more so, which is becoming quite a nightmare. But the point of this is the fraud prevention people at Wells Fargo, is who we use, said this is a huge problem right now, guys, is that the main form of fraud that they're seeing right now is where people are copying checks and trying to deposit them mobily and seeing what gets through. So the moral of the story is you have to check your bank registry every single day. When you get up and have your breakfast, check your bank registry. That is reconcile that thing every single day. It's at no point in time has it been more important for people to reconcile their checkbook as it is right now in 2022. And that's maybe seems ludicrous, but it really is important. If one of those checks comes through, like the check that they try to copy on our account was for $5,810. If that would have gotten through, we would have eventually got our money back, but that could have taken up to 120 days before it went through the whole fraud prevention and fraud loss program that the bank has. Now, imagine that happens to, it can either be a bigger amount, or imagine if that happens to you and you got $5,800 and it actually slips through. So that sucks. So watch your bank account every single day, guys. Don't wait till the end of the month to reconcile. You got to do it every day. Another dealer here locally got jammed up pretty bad. He had a whole cluster of these checks go through his bank account, and some of them actually cleared, guys. And he is in a spot right now. So it's serious business. These types of fraud incidences are on the rise and will continue to get worse as we go through this recession. People are going to be looking for the easy way out, guys. So just really, really protect yourself. All right, this is Brian with Vermillion Enterprises. We are located at 5324 Spring Hill Drive in sunny Spring Hill, Florida. We are open for business Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. When we accept cash, wire, and Zelle, we ship across the country. And if there's anything we can do for you guys, please let us know. I appreciate the business. Thank you.